Tonguing is so important for how we express our ideas on the sax, and for executing different licks and phrases in so many different ways. So when you've been doing it a long time, it's something you don't even think about, but when you're starting out, I know it can be something that can actually get in the way. So I like to go over some of the proper techniques involved in tonguing your notes. Let's say this is your reed on your sax, and here's your tongue. So the proper way to tongue a note is to put your tip of your tongue onto your sax reed. Now when I say tip, I don't mean the very point of your tongue, but in about half an inch from the very tip of your tongue. So that part of your tongue touches the reed, and you go ta, ta, ta. So ta, ta. When you say ta, you're tonguing the note, and when you end that ta, ta, when the tongue goes back on the reed, you're ending the note. So you're starting the note ta, ta. So a phrase of notes would be ta, 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 with the beginning being pushing off on the T, ah is the note, and then the end of that ta is how you stop the note. Now there's no musical notation that tells you to tongue a note. Look at the examples I've written out for you below here. There's 4 notes. They're just by themselves. That means you're going to tongue each note. So you would play them. Now if you look at the second example, the second bar, it has a slur mark over it. What the slur means is you're not tonguing the notes. They want a smooth phrasing. So you just start your first note with your tongue, and then the rest of them, you don't use that ta, ta, ta. They're legato. They're slurred, they're together, they're not tongued. So, so you didn't hear the ending of each note. They're just slurred into each other. As opposed to the first bar, which goes ta, 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 ta. Now the third bar the third bar. Let's see if I can remember what I wrote. The third bar is the legato, so slurred on the first 2 notes, and then staccato, which is short tongue. So it's a combination. And the dots on top of the notes mark it as staccato, which is a short note, not just the regular tongue. So not, but. So you got no tongue, which is everything slurred, a regular tongue, which is nothing on the notes, and then a short staccato, which is the dot, short tongue, which is the dots. As you work on your tonguing technique, I'd just like to emphasize 2 things. Practice making all the notes very even, like ta, 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 ta. You can work on a regular scale. And a lot of times I'll read or hear people say that put the tip of your tongue on your reed. It's not the very tip. It's right here. So I don't know if you can see that, how clear you can see that, but it's not the very tip. it's back a little bit. And that's the part, you see, you pretend, let's say that's the tip of your tongue here, you would go back slightly like that, so the tip is actually a bit under the reed. This is the reed here, right? So ta, ta, ta. Those are the two main things to practice tonguing.